Hey guys, I'm Ash from inspectortraining.com and we provide e-learning courses on 9 methods. If you have any question or query, you can write to us using our contact form, or you can look at our WhatsApp connection and send us text message or even call us, and we'll be happy to help. Today we are going to talk about API SIFE, Source Inspector Rotating Equipment. So, and then solve a 20 sample question. So let's see what this course involves. Um, our course covers completely the body of knowledge and publication effectivity sheet. It starts with basic facts and benchmark quiz that we are going to solve today, and it's free for all. Body of knowledge and a scoring area, and then guide for source inspection and quality surveillance of fixed equipment. This has been explained in detail, and you can find the actual documents in API website. Then we talk about coating and casting. Materials are as per ASME section 2. Non-destructive examination has been completely explained, and all methods that you need to know, complete with flashcards and practice questions. And then NDT certification as per ASNT TC1A, ASME section 9, welding engineering, WPS WPQ, and flashcards and practice questions, welding inspection API 577, welding inspection process, visual inspection, weld defects and repairs, and flashcards and practice questions, and AWS D11 and welding inspector handbook. And on module 11 we have construction code for pressure vessel, ASME section 5, and the basic knowledge, UG general requirement, UCS requirements for carbon steel, and UW for welding. And then we have two sets of flashcards. Inspection of pressure vessel 572, process piping ASME B31.3, and flanges and fitting B16.5. Material verification program or positive material identification 578, valve inspection 598, and we have 14 sets of flashcards that highlights all the important terms, and then we have 3 sets of mock exam and the practice question and benchmark. So what you get from this course from us is 8 hours of video, 14 sets of flashcards, 39 lessons, 750 questions, and in total is 88 lectures. So pass first time or take the course again for free. 120 days 24/7 course access and online support via WhatsApp and email. And you can study our first module and try our quiz for free, including this one, and 100% pass rate guarantee or full refund. So let's solve some free quiz that you can look at our website. So we have designed the questions according to the API environment. So you have a flag here, you can flag it off, and then you can come back to it again, and next and previous, and you can see the answer. Obviously this is not in API. You can save it and you can move. So cold working is plastic deformation below the recrystallization temperature, and hot working is plastic deformation above the recrystallization temperature. Maximum allowable working pressure is the maximum gauge pressure at the top of the pressure vessel, because we always have a static head. As an inspector, if you are witnessing the test, you should make sure that at least one gauge that is put with the reference gauge is placed at the top of the vessel. Magnesium symbol is Mg. You can have as easy question as this, and manganese symbol is Mn, because you use this on material certificates, so you should know what they stand for, like C for carbon, etc. MPS It stands for nominal pipe size. You would receive very simple question in API SIFE. The maximum permitted ovality of pressure vessel shell should not exceed 1% of diameter of the vessel. So these are practical type of question, means awareness type of, you should be aware of it. You don't need to go to a book to look at it, because you would encounter this again and again during your course of duty. So qualification is a combination of the following: skill, knowledge, and training. Commitment is something different, really. The process of monitoring or observing the inspection activities associated with the materials, equipment, and or components for adherence to the specific procedure, product specification, code, or standard specified in the contractual requirement is called quality surveillance. Root mean square is a measure of surface finish. Document filled out by the SI or source inspector indicating concerns or other factual descriptions of what was noticed during the course of product surveillance, but not necessarily issues that may be considered defects or requiring NCRs, is called Supplier Observation Report, SOR. It is intended to flag off the issues and problems and may lead to an NCR if not resolved. A document that contains the requirements and acceptance criteria for the manufacturing and fabrication of specific types of equipment and component is called a specification. The specification is issued by the project or the owner and is based on codes and standards. Procedure is the detailed instruction how to do a particular job and is based on a specification. Preheating a hardened metal to a temperature below the transformation range to improve toughness is called tempering. VDDR, Vendor Document and Drawing Requirements. Authorized inspector's approval is required before or prior to release. There's no point to, once it's released, to issue a approval or a release note. Each inspection report should be reviewed for all of the following, except, so the report should look at the content when you're reviewing it, the completeness, the technical clarity. You don't look for progress report, although some companies, they ask the inspector, but this is some sort of a conflict of interest. An inspector is not supposed to be an expediter as well. The ultimate risk associated for each equipment item is probability of failure multiplied by consequence of failure, which is actually the risk, the definition of risk. If any conflict should arise during the inspection activity, the source inspector should notify his or her supervisor for resolution as soon as possible. Later editions of industry codes and standards does not apply if the contract or purchase order has specified an earlier edition of a standard or a specification, because if that is the case, then every time a new revision comes in, then the guy has to abide by that in the middle of the project. And on top of that, what has been agreed before was the previous revision. So you have to, even a new revision of a standard referred in the contract, and it's so it comes in, that's not applicable. The revision that is mentioned in the contract, that's applicable. This is very important. All project documents should have been reviewed, approved by the purchaser. Purchaser is the ultimate authority on this. Eventually, he is going to pay the bill, and he is going to have the last word on that. So, if you click on the result, view results, you see that it says that you have flagged off some question number 1. Do you want to go back to that, or you want to review still the results? If you click on this, you'll get the whole um, answers, and as you see, you get how much you scored out of 20 points, and all the green tags are the correct answer. So if you made the wrong answer, it will be shown in red. So thank you guys for watching, and please follow us on LinkedIn and WhatsApp, and also look at our website inspectortraining.com.